Hi friends, my name is Creek and I'm the owner and designer at Compass Rose Design Jewelry. We are all about vintage talismans, modern charms, and storytelling. Come with me on a 4-minute journey about souvenir teaspoons. One of the things that we do at Compass Rose is work with artifacts, small, tiny historical bits that offer a window into history. And sometimes that window is 130 years old, like it is with souvenir teaspoons. Sometimes that window is 5,000 years old, sometimes it's 100,000 years old and goes back to our very essence of being human. So back to the 1890s. We're going to talk about teaspoons for a minute. The souvenir spoons in America started with the birth of leisure tourism in Europe, which is a very bougie enterprise to say the least. The first souvenir spoon, like one of these, was patented in 1889 by Galton Brothers of Washington, D.C., and that was to celebrate George and Martha Washington. It was a very simple profile spoon. And the next year, things got interesting when Seth Lowe, who was out of Salem, he was the son of Daniel Lowe, who was a silversmith. He went to the Low Countries and went to Germany in specific and came back with many of these ideas. These are from my family collection. They're Dutch. Same tradition of silver work. So we see ashtrays, cake servers, beautiful, beautiful, intricately carved pieces, some with moving parts, which is delightful. And of these traditions, of course, stretch back centuries of their own and have their own stories. But Seth Lowe had his mind blown in the Low Countries in 1890, came back to the U.S. and made the first kind of interesting souvenir spoon in America. It was to celebrate, that's not the right way to say it, to commemorate the Salem witch trials, which is what Salem, of course, was known for. So we're also seeing some small-minded patriarchal narratives in the designs, which we can then reclaim as we go along. So again, Seth Lowe comes back from the Low Countries in 1891. The Salem spoon is introduced, and between about 1890 through 1939 in the United States, every parade and small town and fruit and festivity has a commemorative souvenir spoon. They're also connecting in with the tradition of having people engrave them. This one says Christmas '04, so this is a 1904 piece with a columbine flower on it, which is also part of our collection. So anyways, these teaspoons are a beautiful marriage of mass production, which makes them affordable, with craft and history, which is what we love about them. So our collection at Compass Rose, we're doing something a little bit different than the usual teaspoons you see where people just hack off the bottom and make a ring. Beautiful design. I love those too. We're doing a carved marquee shape. You can see another example here. This is an elegant silhouette that is beautiful and just as elegant and popular now as it was in 1810 or 4,000 years before that. They're all made with recycled sterling silver and bronze. And of course, we're going to touch on feminist intersectional history wherever we can. Our poppy necklace, for example, celebrates the history of historian and naturalist Sarah Plummer Lemon. Our bridge pendants are an homage to their builders and designers and all of the invisible people whose stories are not celebrated that we want to bring to light. So thanks for joining me for 5 minutes of history with Creek and Compass Rose Design. These are available on our website, compassrosedesign.com. Feel free to reach out with me with any questions, and thanks for your time.